12D. Then for this Indian economic development, chapter 7, take out page number 94 of the books. And page number 94 of the books shows you a chapter that is employment, growth, informalization, and other issues. So, we are going to start with the chapter employment and human capital, rural credit, all we have done. Now, what else is required for an Indian economy to grow? Now we have come to the next one, that is employment. Beforehand, we have done rural credit and development. Beforehand, human capital and human capital formation. Beforehand, poverty. So now we are going to do, what do you mean by employment? What is the growth status of employment in India? And what do you mean by informalization? The word informalization in our chapter is from, it has been originated from formal and informal. Formal employment and informal employment, that we are going to do. Now, 12D, first of all, sit with your copy and please note down what I am telling you, that which definitions and 1 mark question we have to do. First, note down GDP. Second, GNP. Third, economic activities. Fourth, worker. Fifth, worker population ratio. Worker population ratio. Sixth is population. Seventh, self-employment. Eighth, casual wage laborers. Ninth, regular salaried employees. 10th, jobless growth. 11th, casualization of workforce. 11th is casualization of workforce. Then 12th is unemployment. And last, and the 13th is your 13th and last is make in India. So 12D, all the 13 important terms or 1 mark question which we are going to use, which will help us to understand the basic concepts related to the employment. It will also tells us to understand that what is the nature of participation of men and women in the various economic countries in our country, and it will tell us about the nature and extent of unemployment. Actually, we are talking about the same. Unemployment and opposite to the unemployment is employment. And we will also see that what are the steps taken by the government in generating employment opportunities. So this is very, very easy chapter. Now, Vanya, which is the first definition we have to do? We have done GDP few times, but here we will be doing GDP with a concept of a narrow term. So what is GDP? A GDP is the sum total of, first point for the answer, GDP is the sum total of all final goods and services produced in an economy in a given time period. Next point is, it is a narrow concept. It is a narrow concept because uh, economy here, economy here is known as domestic economy. Economy here is known as domestic economy or closed, CLOSED, or closed economy. So GDP in this chapter in context of employment is a narrow concept. Now, GNP. What do you mean by GNP? GNP refers to the total value of final goods and services, total value of final goods and services produced in a country, produced in a country, plus here net factor income, that is net income earned from abroad during a time period. GNP means total value of final goods and services produced in a country plus, this is the important, net national income from abroad during a given time period. It is a broader term. It is a broader term. And next point is, because it is concerned with the, because it is concerned with the open economy. Because it is concerned with the open economy. Okay, all those who are present, can any one of you will tell me that how do we calculate net income earned from abroad? This we have added to GDP and we are getting GNP. So how do we calculate net income earned from abroad? Can anybody tell? Okay. Net factor income from abroad minus net factor income to abroad, Vanya, is equal to, okay. Shubh, what will be then this equation for GNP? GNP is equal to, okay. Now next is economic activities. Economic activities are those activities which are undertaken which are undertaken to earn some profit, comma, which are undertaken to earn some profit, comma, some reward, comma, financial gains. Next point is these activities contribute to GNP. These are the activities which contribute to GNP. Okay, example, doctor treating his patient in the hospital will be a economic activity, and a doctor treating his family members at home is known as non-economic activity. Clear? All those who are present? Now, all those who are present one by one, I would like to ask an example of economic activity and non-economic activity. But you will not give my example, and all of you will give a different example. So, Shubh, example of economic activity. Okay. नहीं, ऐसे नहीं. I am giving you keywords. I have taken the example of doctor. I am giving the keyword. A teacher, a lawyer, a architect, a engineer. Uh, these are the examples. You can pick up Shubh any of the example and give the example for economic activity. And teaching his family members at home. Okay, Vaishnavi, example. Vaishnavi, can you repeat the words which I have said right now? Rethink it again. Rethink it again because you have used the word transport. And for home also we use it for the transport. Using a car for self and using a car as a taxi. Beta, vehicle में which vehicle? Is the two-wheeler given for a rent? If it is, yes it is, then make it clear. I have used the word taxi purposely, otherwise you will lose half mark. Stuti, example. Yes, architect is the one who designs the house. Okay, that's Shambhavi. Okay. Now come to the next fourth one, worker. Worker is an individual A worker is an individual who is in some employment. A worker is an individual who is in some employment and he is in employment to earn a living. He is in employment to earn a living. Very simple answer. Now, fifth one, worker population ratio. Worker population ratio is an indicator used for analyzing the employment situation in the country. Worker population is an indicator used for analyzing the employment situation in a country. Formula: number of workers in India divided by population of India into 100. Definition is worker population ratio is an indicator used for analyzing the employment situation in the country. And formula is number of workers in India divided by population of India into 100. Into 100. And this worker population ratio is in percentage form. Worker population ratio is in percentage form. Next, sixth, population is defined as the total number of people who reside in a particular locality, at a particular point of time. Particular locality or at a particular point of time is known as population. Come to seventh one. Seventh is self-employed or self-employment. The workers who own OWN. The workers who own and operate an enterprise for earning their livelihood are known as self-employed. Means the people who are engaged in their own business or profession. the people who are engaged in their own business or profession, that is the people who own and operate an enterprise for earning their livelihood are known as self employed. Then come to this eighth one, casual. Eighth is casual wage laborers. Casual wage laborers, persons who are casually engaged in the farm and non-farm enterprises. FARM, the farm and non-farm enterprises belonging to others. Belonging to others. Next sentence, they get wages according to the work contract. They get wages according to the work contract. May be daily and may be periodically. May be daily or may be periodically. And which is the next one? Which is the ninth one? Regular salaried employees, I am not going to give you the definition here because it is simply opposite to the casual wage laborers. What you will write for this? Regular ones. Those who are employed by someone or some enterprises. On which basis? Casual basis or regular basis? And paid regular wages or salaries or contract basis salaries? Regular wages or salaries for the work done or for the work they do. So 12D, till here all the points are clear to you. We have done 9 1-mark questions. Is all the questions clear to all of you?